Alright, hope you liked my new intro. Well, not new, but the song. Anyway, I got a battle against Akusu, wherever you say it, and he sends out Swampert, I send out Typhlosion. It's not gonna work again. And I send out my Sceptile, guessing he's either gonna use Surf, like he does, or Stealth Rock, which would do nothing to me. So, I could just use Grass Knot, but I'm gonna go for a substitute, predicting the switch. And he sends out Zapdos, and I'm probably guessing Heat Wave, but not too worried about it, so I Leech Seed. And he Rain Dances, so I know this is a Rain Dance team now, so he's not gonna have Heat Wave. So I'm like, okay, he's not gonna break myself with Thunderbolt, or Thunder even. So I just go for a Grass Knot. Something simple, but he goes for U-Turn, which is gonna break my sub, because, you know, for some reason, U-Turn is just always breaking my subs. And he sends a Toxicroak, which... what? I don't get me wrong, I love these things, they're awesome, but they're not that great. Oh yeah, boy. So he uses Taunt, I had used Leech Seed before, so now I can't use Substitute anymore. So I am going to be forced to switch. And at this point, you know what, I'm all set for a while. Just send in my Milotic to take the hit, and it does a little more than I'd hoped. So I'm just gonna, I can't use Surf, so I'm just gonna try and put this thing to sleep with Hypnosis, and he switches out and puts Zapdos in to take the hit. And yeah, that's pretty, like, great for me, because it's the only electric type I think he has, and it's out of commission. And he sends out his Toxicroak again, and I was already using Ice Beam to go kill his Zapdos, but he sends in his Toxicroak to take the hit. And thanks to Dry Skin and the Rain Dance, it's gonna heal him for a while. And he uses Brick Break, and it's gonna do a lot of damage to me, so I'm gonna use Ice Beam, and it does a great amount of damage. He's almost dead. Now I don't want to lose my Milotic, so I'm gonna recover to survive any other future hits. And this is my new special wall, because, you know, having 3 weak against Bug was not working out. So he Brick Breaks again, I recover again, and thankfully I think the rain stops here, and he has to use Rain Dance, and this is where I kill him, right here. And I didn't, and I got my guy basically up to full health, thanks to the leftovers. So this new Milotic is working out pretty decently. And he sends out Manaphy, and I'm like, what? Uber! And he uses Grass Knot, which is even worse. But, you know what, I'm not gonna really complain, because technically I think it shouldn't be Uber, because it's basically a water-type Celebi in a way. And he uses Tail Glow, which is basically Nasty Plot. I don't know what the big deal is with everyone. But Surf does a decent amount, considering he's got the resistance, but the Rain Dance is up, so it kind of negates both. And he's just gonna set up his Tail Glows. And I figure he's just gonna, like, try and kill me with Grass Knot or something. And this one carries Rest. Awesome. You know what? That's just great. Because if I remember correctly, Manaphy carries a very unique ability, Hydration, which cures it of any status problems. Sleep being one of them. And he just wakes up. It's basically a full-on recover. And I survived Grass Knot from this thing. +4 special attack. And I get a crit. And now I know he's I was assuming he'd use Rest. That would be the smart thing, save his Manaphy. But he doesn't. He just goes for the kill. And the rain is still falling. So I'm just gonna send out my Sceptile to kill this thing with Grass Knot. And great, you know what? It survives by like maybe 2. I'm like, come on. How did this happen? It's probably one of the lightest water types I've ever seen. but I really don't see these things. And it was in a Cherish Ball, which I don't know what event that's from exactly, if there was an event, or he hacked it. But he sends out his Zapdos, and I know I can't stay in on this thing. So I send out my Blaze King, my Cyphlosion, and no more Rain Dance means that I could unleash its Eruption, finally. And he sends out Swampert. Now, it usually does more than half, but this time it doesn't. I guess he like raised the special attack EVs. But I'm guessing he's gonna go for a Stealth Rock, so I'm just gonna go for another Eruption. And I predict correctly because he goes for Stealth Rock. He doesn't kill me with Surf. So now I am in a perfect position to take down his Swampert. And I 3-hit KO the thing with Eruption, which is just amazing. Just the power of my Typhlosion and its Eruption. Just power of a volcano right there. Except, you know, there goes Kingdra resisting 4 times, not 2 but 4. So I send out my Registeel to take the hit. I was expecting like a D-Dance set maybe, but you know, he doesn't do that, thankfully. But he sets up his Rain Dance, which means Swift Swim's up. But T-Wave nullifies that. And it brings him down to my speed. Or at least I think it does because of Swift Swim. But I think he's carrying Sniper, so he doesn't get the Swift Swim bonus. But the Waterfall still hurts me pretty bad. Now I don't want to risk a crit, so I just explode right away. No like weak attack or anything. Just kill it. And there goes my Registeel again, because you know, that's all it's good for at this point. Late game, and I'm setting up my sweeper, my physical sweeper that I just love. It's just great. And he sends out Zapdos, and the Stealth Rock does its job. That's exactly what's expected. Psycho Cut the thing and dies. And this is pretty much the end at this point, because Gallade's pretty much good against all these guys. Use Psycho Cut against this thing, and the rain ends at the perfect time right there. So now he doesn't get his hydration thing. He doesn't get cured, and the thing goes down thanks to a crit, which I think was useless, but might have survived by 1 somehow. I don't know what would have happened. He sends out his Azumarill. I think I could kill it, so I use Psycho Cut, and even if I don't, I got like 3 other guys back up, and he subs. I don't see any point in doing that at all. So I break the sub, and he waterfalls me, which I think he should have done in the first place, but he doesn't. And it doesn't kill me. I survived by 53 HP. And Psycho Cut's gonna end it, thanks to my Gallade's just awesome stab abilities. The typing's perfect. Well, good game, and yeah. Rate, comment, subscribe. See ya.